Hello everybody. So one thing that I might be playing with this summer is a Warford. Now this is technically an underdrive, so it has basically 1 to 1 and then like 1 to 2 1/4 or something like that. But what they don't tell you, but has been talked about, is if you spin these around, because the actual bolt pattern is the same on both sides. If you spin this thing around, it actually becomes an overdrive, which would be very helpful to me. And that's what I'm looking at it for. So basically, it's pretty simple. The input is on this side, and that's like 1 to 1. And then if the shifter is moved and it goes to this side, then when you spin it, it actually has an overdrive effect backwards, or would have an underdrive effect if put in the way it was designed. It's strong enough to take that kind of usage. So I'm thinking of turning this around and using it as an overdrive. I might have to, this is going to have to come off and go on this side, and then the actual U-joint that's in the car would go on this side. And then of course you got to cut down the drive shaft and a bunch of other stuff to modify it. The shifter I have over here, the shifter it goes side to side, but it doesn't go forward and backward. I think this pin here is a little seized up, but we're going to work on that. I have a feeling a little bit of heat and some other stuff and it'll be fine. So just thought I'd show you one of my projects. This was kind of a mistake. I bought it thinking that all Warfords were overdrives. I didn't know they made an underdrive, and then I bought it and found out it was an underdrive, and I'm like, oh well, that's kind of a bummer. But the more I learn about it, might not be a bummer. Might work out perfectly for me. They do make Warfords that are 3 speeds, which is what I thought this was, which has an underdrive and an overdrive. Then turns out they made a bunch of 2-speed ones, which some were overdrive, some were underdrive, depending on how you set it up. I did check the bearings and all that. Everything's in really good shape. It's been very either not used much or pretty well taken care of. The teeth look like brand new. Everything's cleaned up in there. I was just kind of cleaning everything up. You could take this piece off in the front and get access to the bearing. You might be able to rebuild the thing pretty easily. But you can see that the bearing in there is in pretty good shape. Obviously, I'm going to grease this up pretty good. They say you use like up to a 240 weight oil in it. I found like a 210. It turns out that pure wheel bearing grease, which is compatible with brash bushings and such, turns out that's 220. So I might just pack this thing full of grease and then put like a grease zerk on the side and just keep the thing just totally full of grease. That might be how I use it. That might quiet it down too. Not that I think that this would be that noisy, but I've heard stories of straight cut gears getting kind of noisy. Anyway, it seems to be in good shape and serviceable. I just don't know a lot about it, which is probably why I bought it. I might not have bought it if I had known what I was getting, but now that I got it, kind of silly not to use it. So I think I'm gonna figure it out and get this set up for the car. So that might be a project. I don't know. Time-wise, we'll see. I'm not excited to take the car down at this point of the year, but maybe October, when I usually take the car down, I'll get into it. But in the meantime, I'm just going to play with it and read up on it and figure out how I want to do it. So just thought I'd share. Thanks, everybody. Please subscribe and like.